Hey guys, quick announcement before you watch the video. This YouTube is going up a little bit earlier than it would. I know it's a bit weird, because we just launched the site. So for now... Nothing like the smell of nog.
That's racist.
Patient. This year, I'm getting nuts. Every other year, I'm getting nuts. Not this year. I'm getting nuts.
Hell yeah, boy. Let's do this. Time to get nuts.
You feel me? Getting nuts. You know, it never really struck me before, but I'm starting to think there might be a pretty big nut divide between you and I. A very, very different nuts on what getting nuts means. Not some grandmother getting nuts, but this raw shish, that's getting nuts.
Oopsie.
You like nuts, Jack? I'll show you how to cook up a nut. You smell that?
You'll get nuts, and I'm nuts.
Home Alone, a franchise based entirely off getting nuts. See, this one's a classic. They knew what they were doing. First one's got the nuts. Second one got away from the nuts. See, you can't get away from the nuts. Third one didn't have the nuts. And that's why Jonathan Taylor Thomas, or whoever this is, did
Get nuts.
Around number 4, they realized what they were doing wrong.
Get nuts.
But see, the problem with this one, they got nuts in this one. I mean, what are they trying to do? It's beautiful! The later Home Alone films were actually really good films, but the first two were just cash-ins on the series. They were written by Chris Hughes, directed by John Columbus, who would go on to make the first two Pottery Pair films hilariously. Guy only goes in twos. And the music was composed by the one and only John Williams. So naturally, they made a bunch of games to capitalize on the hype. Getting nuts. Do any of them stand to capture the whimsical, childlike, and getting nuts? Get the lessons of the films? Let's find out. Let's take a look at Macaulay Culkin. Let's take a look at Home Alone 1 for the NES first. What? This game is made by what? Like Skyrim? What? Yeah, it actually is. The same what? Weird. In this game, unsurprisingly, you play as nuts and
Get nuts.
without parents, I guess. I mean, come on, you gotta give them some nuts. That's pretty true to the core message. Ah, look at this. They got people getting nuts. No, jeez, he's in my house. Okay, so that's terrifying. In the movies, the villains are in it for Kevin, but here they seem to be only interested in the valuables. Where's Chris Wilson and that suspiciously benign YouTube when you need him?
Come here, just 1 second.
Oh no!
That's appropriate. A boy is captured, then all you got is oh no.
Oh no!
It's good, it's got a good message. So the point of the game, and I'm being generous here with that point, seems to be walk around.
I can tell what's going on in this game.
We got stuff like spider, toy, potato. Oh, well there's the light bulb for it at least. Brinks new home potato security! Are those nuts? Why can't I pick these up? There are real robbers in my house. There are real, hardened criminals in my house and about. I'm pretty sure nuts would be infinitely more useful than spider, toy, potato. I see the Macaulay Culkin made such a big impact. Michael Jackson, they put the moonwalk in the game. Let's grab the spider, toy, potato. Because, you know, that's not completely terrifying or anything. Oh, shh, put it down, put it down, put it down! Oh, yeah!
Did I just trip up that robber with a spider and then do a moonwalk?
That's it! This is the best game ever! Cue the song and dance! What the hell is going on with anything? Bonkers.
What's going on?
Home Alone? Well, this is more akin to a monstrous. It's like a monstrous in here. If that wasn't enough for you and your entire lineage, they also made Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. I'm getting nuts. This music's giving me a fever dream of Macaulay Culkin's damn gremlin head. Get it out of here. In memory of Tom Height.
My name is Thomas Tomscar Ridgewell, and I approve this message.
Poor bastard. I guess this is supposed to be Tim Kirk. Tim, you been eating your vegetables? You don't look your vegetables? Literally. At all. So right off the bat, this game's a lot better than the vegetables. Take that for what you will. No vegetables in this version. But that doesn't mean they put much nuts. I don't know, what do you put on?
Nuts.
Sam? But let's not forget the real star of the show, the fact that you can pull this shish. Yeah! This game is damn madness. Everything wants to kill you. Who's running this hotel? I think this establishment's got bigger problems on its hands than Kevin McAllister running around with a nuts. The main point of this game seems to be I don't know what to do. I'm getting nuts. Yeah, I hate this game. It doesn't even let me have fun when I try. Let's move on to the NES. That's one of my favorite systems. There's gotta be a good Home Alone game on that. Graphics! Whoa, hold up. Look at that giant emerald ring on the dresser over there. You could pawn that off and
Get nuts.
It's no wonder people are trying to rob this guy's house all the time. Okay, first off, who is this cartoon mobster here, and why does no one care that he's in my house? Is he just a weird family member? Is he dad? This bowling ball is exquisite. So basically, the point of this fun kids NES game is to run around and run around and What is the significance of this? I really have no idea why. I have no idea. What? It's bad! Also, for some reason, every item you deposit always turns into a candle. Seriously, why?
Oh, no.
Okay, seriously. You're gonna tell me that a community of right-minded adults made a game about a 10-year-old boy and then decided that the best course of action would be to have the game over screen be a naked picture of him? Get nuts. I think this bear is tripping down there. That is the face of someone who's seen some shit. Who made these? Oh yeah, the 20th Century Fox logo. You always know you're in for something good when you see that. Are you serious? Don't you remember these iconic characters from the film? Kelly? Carl? Carly? My favorite scene with them was this one. Does he just throw a fucking spider at them? Get nuts. I hallucinated all that, didn't I?